What's happening YouTube? How is everyone? I hope good. I just wanted to make a video today on just the the things that a person goes through in life and how other people can treat them at times and what it does to you and how it affects your life in ways that really is avoidable if people could just be decent people and have love and kindness in their hearts. And this is going to be a story about me. When I was growing up, I was always the one that was singled out. I was always the ugly kid. I was always the fat kid. I was always the one that was just stupid and wasn't going to amount to anything. If anything ever went wrong, it was my fault. If my parents were fighting, it was my fault. I cried a lot as a baby because I wasn't the healthiest baby. I had the croup a lot, and that I gotten so, like, I was physically abused because of it. They would discipline me even though I was already crying and I didn't feel good, because it annoyed them. They wouldn't pick me up. They wouldn't comfort me. So I was never taught the proper love and affection that we need to teach our children. So when they grow up and, into an adult and into who they're going to become, they know how to express that. They know how to give that back to the people that they love. Because I've lost a lot of people, and a lot of people haven't ever really understood me, because I'm a type of person, I really don't know how to show love. I never was taught. I was taught that any type of emotions, such as crying, was a sign of weakness. I was always told if I was crying, if I didn't stop, they'd give me something to cry about, and they would if I didn't. I was called a crybaby, and I mean, just just a lot of things that should have never been said to a child ever. And then, the neglect, the non, affection that I didn't receive. When you're a baby, and that's the time that we learn the most, especially when it comes to that. When I look at my family photos, I see that my brother, or actually it was my stepbrother, was always the one that was holding me, always the one that was comforting me. There was no pictures of my parents ever holding me and comforting me. Actually, I don't think there's any pictures of them ever even holding me, or even nothing. I don't think. I think one time there's a picture of me sitting on my dad's lap, and I'm drinking his beer, some of his beer, and that's really all I see. With the pictures with my mom that I have as a child, she's not smiling in any of them. It just seemed like with my parents, it was like I was more of a burden than I was really the happiness that children bring, or are supposed to bring to people. To physically abuse a child is another thing that is just very unacceptable. I was accused of that when we lived in Wisconsin. I was drinking and driving, and I had my daughter in the car, and we had pulled over, and I don't know how it came about, but somehow they said that I was like had her outside of the vehicle and I was beating the shit out of her, which is far from true. But that's, I mean, you can only plead not guilty or get, whatever your circumstances are. But to me, physical abuse, back in the day, I was taught that growing up. I was taught that if you were going to solve a problem, if you were fighting with somebody, that you would fight. And that's what I did. I mean, I have been in a lot of fights and have, beat up a lot of people, which I'm not proud of at all. It actually really makes me emotional when I think about it, because I don't think that physical violence at all is appropriate for anything. I've been in abusive relationships. That's what it's taught me. It's amazing what we, as a child, what we learn, and that's how we incorporate and the things into our lives, and then we start to treat, raise our children that way too. My daughter complains, that I never give her hugs, and and it's not that I don't. I mean, I show her in other ways, but it's not the appropriate way. Like, I show her by buying her stuff or doing stuff for her, and maybe with my words I tell her, but I don't physically show her. And I used to when she was small, don't get me wrong. I used to read to her, and we'd cuddle and we'd watch movies, and we, just all kinds of things. but the older she gets, it's like a phobia of mine because I don't really know how to show it. So that is one thing during my journey and my healing process that I'm working really hard on. And I just wanted to point it out that it really has affected my life in my, romantic relationships, in my, raising my child, and even with my friends and family. And a lot of people that have been raised with lots of affection and hugs and, good jobs and, we're proud of you, that type of thing, can't understand why I'm not like that. And it's really heartbreaking, really frustrating. Um, that brings me to sexual abuse because as a child, yes, I was sexually abused. I believe I was sexually abused not by just one person, but by many. So that it was something I had repressed in my mind that I didn't think of for the longest time. And then when I started going through my journey, my journey was very hard and difficult because it showed me what had happened in my childhood, what my parents had done, and what they still do, and so on, and what the men I had been in relationships with had done, and my friends, and just life in general, and the things I even did when I was intoxicated and highly drunk and just being ignorant and just so angry at the world and just so hurt that I was masking it by drinking, and it was just bringing out this monster in me. And it was not only hurting all these people around me, but it was hurting me too. It could be because I would wake up and I'd feel so terrible from drinking, and then I couldn't remember what I had done. And at times it was like I would have a really good time, but that only lasted so long. Then it was like I started blacking out, and I would become violent, and I was just a mess. I was falling down drunk. I just made an ass out of myself. It's just really very unfortunate that I couldn't see that back then, but I had to experience it because then I wouldn't be able to talk about it now, and I can. I don't. I don't consider myself a recovering alcoholic. I was an alcoholic, yes, very much so. But I don't do that because I still once in a while drink. I mean, not very much. I mean, probably if I drink one drink, if even that, then um, then I'm doing good. I mean, for if I want to drink. But when I did get the DUI with my daughter, and I did go through that, it definitely taught me that that's not appropriate. That's not right. Even if a lot of it wasn't true, the stuff that was true was very irresponsible of me as a person driving for all the people around me, but also as a parent because I'm supposed to protect my child no matter what, and I wasn't doing that at that time. So it really taught me a very hard lesson. I was in jail for quite a while. I had to go through counseling, which was good, and I now can talk about it. I'm not ashamed of what I did because I learned the lesson I needed to learn. And it also taught me not to like drink like I used to. It has made me not want to. I mean, I don't even desire to drink. Once in a while, I might have like a margarita or something, or something fruity or something. Matter of fact, the local bartender here where I live, I always go in there and she's like, "Oh God, what are you gonna drink?" And I'm like, I come up with some like, "Oh, I'll have a Mai Tai," and then I drink like 4 drinks out of it, and then I get up to leave, and she's like, "Well, what the hell? You're not even gonna finish your drink?" And I'm like, "Well, no, I just not into it." And she's like, "I don't even know why you bother. I make all these fruity damn drinks for you, and you never drink them," and it's true. So I love you if you see this. Um, anyways, so my mom was an alcoholic. I grew up in a house with an alcoholic. She was very, very different when she drank. It was really sad to watch. After about 1 or 2 beers, she just was a completely different person. She, at times, was very violent. She would wake me up in the middle of the night by coming in my bedroom and punching me. She would tear my clothes down off the hangers and throw them outside and kick me out in the middle of the night. She's done things that have really, really hurt me, such as she's had affairs with my husband's and so on, and she's done that with other people in our family. She hasn't made all the the right choices. She did stop drinking, as far as I know. I mean, I didn't see her very much towards the end, which is very unfortunate. My mom passed away in May, and it's really difficult for me. But she, the damage was done. Just put it that way. Not that I didn't love her, because I love my mom more in the whole world. No, she wasn't the greatest mom. Did she make a lot of mistakes? Yeah, she did. But she did the best she could. And I know people hate to hear that, but people do the best they can, because we have to look at the way that they were raised and how they were taught and what they lived through. And that's why healing is so important. And this is why I'm making this video. Because what we do is we pass it on generation after generation after generation. But really, one of us needs to stop it. And in my family, I'm stopping it. I am working towards, beating all my addictions. I'm working towards, really coming into my spirituality and using my abilities and all my gifts that I've been blessed with to make a difference. Great. Sorry that I had to pause the video, but I'm recording in the park, and I pulled up in this driveway part to where you can go up to this shelter here in the park. And this guy just pulls up right behind my car, parks behind me, and gets out and comes and sits right next to me as I'm filming a video. And I'm like, who parks behind somebody? Because I couldn't get out. And so he was just rude. It was like I needed to move because he goes there every day. And I'm like, I don't care if you go there twice a day. I'm here, and I don't know. That's where people need healing. People need to be decent people. They need to have respect for others, be kind and courteous, and not be like that. It really upset me. It just really pissed me off. But anyways, now I gotta let my dog out, so I'm gonna pause it again. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back again. Anyways, I forget where I left off at, but the abuse and the treatment that I've received not only went on as a child, but it also went on into my teen years, into my adult years, and I'm now 44 years old. Yes, I'm 44. But, and I'm now still experiencing it. And it has become kind of like an everyday thing to my family. They don't think twice. They don't stop to consider how they make me feel and what they have done to my life by doing what they've done to me, and by treating me as if I didn't matter, or not showing me the love that people really, really need. And so it really affected my relationships with friends. It definitely was a cause of my addictions, because I needed something to make me feel good is what I needed. I needed something to make me not feel so empty and unloved and unwanted and just, hurt and sad. And then, of course, you do learn your addictions from the people that raise you, your parents or whomever, because I was able to smoke. So I started smoking when I was 13, and I still smoke to this day. That's terrible. First time I ever smoked a joint was with my mom. She would buy me beer, me and my friends beer, in high school. So I learned drinking from that. And I just was able to do the things really we shouldn't be allowing our kids to do, because I'm not going to say she didn't care, but that's probably what she was taught, or I don't know. I'm not on here to bash my parents and to bash my family or anything, but I am here to share my experiences, share what I have dealt with in my whole life, throughout my whole life, what I still deal with, and I want to be able to help other people. I know it's a hard thing to talk about. It's a hard thing to realize that, hey, I'm fucked up, because this is like a generational thing that I was taught, and then, and so on and so on. And it's taken me 44 years to realize that I was abused. I thought that's how people were treated. I knew it was different with my family. My sister would get ready, and my dad and everybody would, say how beautiful she was. And I would come out, and my dad would be instantly, oh, you need to fix her makeup. Oh, you need to fix her hair. Oh my God, you're so fat. And I was heavy one time in my life. And, heavy is beautiful. So, I mean, everybody should be comfortable in their own skin, I believe. But it really made me really I'm really insecure about my body, and there's no reason to be, because of the mental abuse that I received about how I needed to look, perfect, and I wasn't what my dad thought was beautiful, and so on. Or my mom, she was always skinny. Well, she starved herself. Well, I'm not going to starve myself because I love food, and I try to eat healthy, but I don't always eat healthy. Um, and before I didn't care. I try to watch what I put in my body, but I love soda, so I mean, I drink a ton of soda. That's one addiction that is really hard for me to break, and whatever else. But um, I never knew that all this was wrong with me, and I never knew the negativity that I was raised in, and all the darkness, and all the things that they told me. I didn't even know that I was even pretty at all until I was probably in my 40s. Somebody told me, my gosh, you are so beautiful. And at that time, I was working on my self-esteem. I was trying to make myself feel better about me. Um, I have abandonment issues like crazy. I'm insecure when it comes to relationships. If somebody rejects me, it's really hard on me. So I have to really, I had to work on all that stuff, and I have to step back and realize, like, if I wanted to be with somebody and they don't want to be with me, or they don't, find me attractive, or whatever the reasonings are, I have to step aside and really think about that. Why wouldn't that person want me? Well, it's probably because, and then I go down the line, and typically I'm right. So I want to be able to share that with others. I want to help people have self-love and help self-respect, to be able to heal from the wounds that you received as a child. But I don't want to do it. I'm not a licensed psychologist. I am taking courses in that. I'm not licensed at, I'm just me. I'm a person that has gifts, many gifts from, I'm just blessed with them. But I'm a person that I've gone through all these experiences so I can help people. I'm a light worker, and I'm just a really cool, like, reserved type person that I'm easy to talk to. Everybody comes and talks to me. I have empathy like crazy, but to go sit down, I'm the type of person to go sit down and talk to a therapist or to a counselor, and nothing against them, because they are beautiful people. I thank you all very much, because you help so many people, 1000%. So I don't want anybody to think I'm saying don't go to a counselor or a therapist or whatever. I'm by far saying that, because there are people that can, but there are people like me that just can't. I can't go in there and be myself and talk and really open up about all the stuff I've gone through in my life. And I refuse to take medications. I don't put that shit in my body, but that's me. And I'm not saying that if you're prescribed medications, it's wrong, because that's far from what I'm saying. It's just that, as a person, I have my business, which is called Healing Power of the Divine, or not the Healing Power of Divine Universe. I do tarot readings. I do, I'm a medium. I'm also clairvoyant. And I have many other gifts. I can use my pendulum. I can use my spirit board. I'm very connected to the divine. During my journey, I was called to this calling to help people. I've always been like that. I've always put people before me. I've had to learn to stop doing that, though, because I get depleted really easy. I've had to learn to say no, because I could never say no, because I wanted those people to like me and need me, and me feel that's how I would fill my need for love and affection, I guess. Let alone with, like, back in my younger days, I would use sex as a feeling of love, and I've learned that that doesn't make you happy, and a lot of people, they have to experience that to learn that, and then once they do, then you'll know that you just want that one person, that one special person to come into your life that you can love and they love you back. And, you have more of a friendship than you do anything because you're able to be open and honest and loving towards each other. And when you are a broken person like me, I consider myself a broken person by many things, but you understand kind of where they come from. If they need to work on something, if they don't hug you all the time, you don't think that they're doing something, they don't love you or they don't this, they don't that. It's something to do with inside them. And so I wanted to make a video to obviously promote my business, but also to open up a little bit about how these childhood wounds really do affect us, as adults, as parents, as friends, as lovers, as, just within ourselves. What we will accept from people, what we think is right, what we think is wrong, how it causes most of us to have addictions because we're masking the pain that we feel. What we If we continue to have relationships like that, if we continue to have relationships with our family without them actually addressing their problems, their concerns, and why they would have done that to a child and so on, that type of thing. It just really, I have a lot of information. I know that what I've gone through has changed me. I know I was meant to be something completely different than what I have become or what I was in the past. And I've let it hinder and stop me in my life to move forward in the strong progression that I would have if I would have had support and love and the proper, affections and all that good stuff. And if I could help one person, even one person, then I've fulfilled my life purpose. But the thing is I know I can help more than that. I can do, we can meet in person, we can do Skype, we can just be friends, we can start off that way. I also have an online store that I would like to promote. I am Native American. I'm from the Shoshone Indian tribe. That's where my family's from, is from the Wind River Reservation here in Wyoming. I go there and handpick all my sage. It's very, very powerful. My ancestors definitely guide me to where, I need to go, and they obviously help me bless it and make it to where, it will cleanse you, your home, your, any space, your property. It definitely rids your home of all the negative. If you have people that are coming over, because I have a lot of people like that bring in a lot of negative stuff into my home, then that definitely helps. I do sell it. It smells really good. It burns really good. And like I said, I hand pick it. I have small and large ones. I also do have, I want to share real quick. This is a protection and cleansing scrub that everybody loves. I mean, I do too. I use it every day because it just works so well. But I recommend that you would use it once or twice a week to wash away all that negativity, wash away, just any attachments, that type of stuff. And it also will protect you. I sell these for $10 a jar. I hand make them. I make all of my stuff. I also have lotions that will protect you. So they don't cleanse you, but they protect you. So I have these, and these are also $10. And then I also do like a scrub that has rose petals that I also make. And the rose petals, I don't buy them. They're fresh. I do everything fresh. So this is another scrub that will protect you and cleanse you. And then, and then I have a nighttime scrub that you can use that has, all the stuff that will help you relax and, fall asleep. Those are that. And I'm in the process of making bath bombs that will protect you and cleanse you. And then also they're just really, they'll make your skin so soft. That's the one thing about my products, is that People love them. They help acne. They make your skin not dry, and it makes it so soft. It gets rid of all that dry skin. So, but it's mostly, my stuff is spiritual, so I want it to be, veered towards that. When you do order from me, you will receive a magnet that has my logo on it and my phone number. I sell tarot cards, and I have many to choose from. So I sell tarot cards. I do make up my own protection salt. I sell these, and they're wonderful. You can just put them around your house, and in your windows and wherever you need protection. I do sell chakra bracelets to help balance your chakras. I wear mine all the time. And then I have chakra stones that you can put on your desk, around your house, and they help you stay balanced also. And then I sell pendulums because I use pendulums, and they're like little travel size ones, so they're like half the size. I don't know if you can see it in here. Let me see if I can open it. They're half the size as the ones that I typically use with my readings, but I have one of these because they're nice when I travel, but they're smaller. And then they obviously come with this cute little bag too, so I sell those. And then I also am in the process of selling lip balms that will help with bacteria, antiviral stuff, cold sores it works on, and they keep your lips really moist, and they're chapstick, I guess is what you'd call them, or lip balm. I'm also I'm in the process of making diaper rash cream. I'm making anti-aging moisturizer. I'm also, let me see what else I have. I have carpet cleaner that will remove stains, but it also in the process will protect your home. I have lotions that will protect you. Leave-in conditioners for your hair that also add protection to you. I have protection air freshener spray, and it also cleanses, I should say. I make my own essential oils, so that. I make a clothing stain remover that also adds protection to your clothes, so it protects you from negative things. Laundry soap, it cleanses it and it adds protection to you. What else do I have? I said the carpet cleaner. Oh, I make antibacterial protection and cleansing hand soap. Acne treatment that not only cleanses you, but also will protect you in the process of getting rid of your acne. So that's awesome. And I said the aging one. And then I make all my own spiritual candles for many different things. I will be promoting those soon. I'm in the process of doing all that, but that is what I have to offer, and I really look forward to working with you. My website is http the two dots, I don't know what they're called, and then the / two of them, healing power of divine .boomer BOOMER.co / I have most of my stuff on there. It also gives you a description of who I am, what I'm doing. Right now, I'm still working on the site, so if you want to order something, just message me, because when you hit the cart, it's not going, and so I have my technical people working on that. Hopefully, they'll have it up and running today. But, and then hopefully by the end of this week, by Monday, I will have most of my products. I had to order a bunch of my stuff to make it, so all my stuff is made with organic ingredients, and so that's just awesome. But I'm really excited about this. I am going to still do my tarot card readings. I'm still going to do informational videos. I'm going to start those again because I have 2 waiting for me now. But I am really going to work hard at, this business and really promoting everything I want to promote and really helping those like my subscribers. So tell me what you think. I love you all so very much. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so because I greatly appreciate it. I'm sending you all so much love, so many positive vibes, and peace like always. Take care. Many kisses, and I'll see you on my next video. Thanks.